Welcome to the ladies' room, your number one girl guide on all things womanhood. Now in this episode we're talking all things dating. The good, the bad, and ooh girl, the messy.
The connection was instant, like physical connection, conversation.
You don't need to be texting me every day because like if you text me every day, nigga, where's the money?
You have to cancel the entire relationship. I'm sorry.
I don't want to keep it casual. Like I don't like that whole thing.
Ghosting is a problem in dating in our generation.
But before we get into all that, make sure you are subscribed and got those post notifications on. Click, so you're the first to know every time we drop a new episode. And with all that done, sis, let's get into it. Describe your current dating life in a word.
Chaotic.
Can you repeat the question?
Null and void.
I don't want to say amazing, that's like corny, but I'm really happy.
The ghetto. Like, yo, it's getting...
There's like no man. It's just me and my bag, and that's that on that.
Non-existent.
What dating life?
What dating life? Oh my
I do
god.
not comprehend. What has been your biggest frustration with modern dating?
The fact that you have to have your shit together. You know, like back then when our parents were dating, they had like nothing. And they made it work and they had each other.
Well, I'm queer, right? So then there's like this added dimension of like looking for other queer people in predominantly straight heterosexual spaces. And then looking for queer people of color.
People don't communicate, I think. Like, well, they think they are, but then they change their mind. It's like literally, when you change your mind, communicate that.
A lot of girls, a lot of boys date for content. They date for clout. They date for, I got a boyfriend.
And also this thing of people keeping it cash all the time.
Yeah, like I don't want to keep it casual. Like I don't like that whole thing. Like I need to know that you're sure about me.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, stay away from me. People are afraid of being happy. They actually want drama. They think like relationships are supposed to be like this like dramatic thing where it's like Romeo and Juliet and like there's so much that has to happen. It's like it can be so simple.
I don't know if you know that song, I'm top 7, yes, a John man on my top 7. That's exactly what we're doing nowadays.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Oh my gosh! Yes, I
do, because I've been through it.
I think it's very rare that you see someone and you're like, that's it.
The connection was instant, like physical connection, conversation. We started dating like a week later. We dated 4 years. Yeah, so I think it's possible.
Maybe the term love, not necessarily, but I think, you know, you can be taken by somebody like, oh, I like him, oh, he cute.
I believe I'm love at first sight. Like as soon as you see me, like you definitely fall in love with me. Whether you wanna be intimate with me, whether you wanna be friends with me, whether whatever, but instantly you fall in love with me. It's either you love or hate me.
I think you can see someone and see potential connection or just be attracted to them, whether it's their personality, whether it's them physically, but not love at first sight. That's something that's built over time. What has your experience with online dating been?
Oh, Tinder.
Whoa, I hate it.
I just don't trust people online. I actually dated someone who I met on Tinder, and it was actually really nice.
My version of online dating is like, you see someone on Instagram, you're like, I'm just gonna shoot my shot. I feel like I've done that like 2 or 3 times and it's all been good.
Swipe left. Ooh, this one's cute. Left.
There's actually guys who actually, you know, don't really have a problem with like dating trans women and stuff like that, but it just always ends up to a fetish kind of situation.
I recently went on one, you know, and I just couldn't stop smiling because I was nervous, but he thought I liked him and it just went south like really quick because I'm like,
At the end of lunch, he's like, yo, I left the pot on
at my flat. Can we just drive there quickly to just to switch it off and then we'll come back? I was like,
we were in a long distance relationship. I think that was like the biggest factor of why it didn't work. So I've actually had a pretty good online dating experience, except he dumped me, so I'm over it.
What are some mistakes that you think women make in relationships?
I don't like telling other women what to do, but in general,
Believing in him too early.
putting too much of ourselves too quickly.
Not being vocal enough about your needs.
Assuming that you have to go above and beyond being yourself.
if you feel like you need to change yourself for a nigga, think about it, pop a laxative, take all that gug out, and then think straight and be yourself, you know?
Okay, so for this section, the challenge is you get to play Dr. Love. We have some of our subs who sent in their dating dilemmas and relationship situations and would like some advice from you.
Yo, okay.
At Lachey J asked, is it really necessary to have to text the whole damn time? For real?
It's necessary when it's necessary. Does that make sense?
I hate texting. Like, I hate WhatsApp, guys. And secondly, I hate phone calls. No, I do.
I forgot to say, I love phone calls.
No, I hate them. Like,
If your partner needs that, then that's something that you might have to compromise on. And if you need that, that's something you must express to your partner. But if neither of you needs it, then like there's no need to be in communication just for the sake of it.
Like, you don't need to be texting me every day, because like if you text me every day, nigga, where's the money? You know, like why aren't you getting up? You know, text me about, babe, today I got a meeting. Today, you know, text me about your progress.
To conclude that, she's basically saying work with whatever works in your relationship. Whatever you guys think is good for you. If you guys think that you don't have to text in a day, some couples are okay with that. Do that. Just figure out what is good for you guys.
At Anonymous says, there's this guy I can't help but think is perfect for me, except for the fact that he has a girlfriend. She's really sweet, but I can't help but think how great me and the guy would be every time we hang out. Am I a bad person for thinking this, or could it be the right person at the wrong time?
Stena que bossa, babe. Stena que bossa.
I mean, the ball's in your court.
It could be the right person at the wrong time. I think then you have to decide like what feels morally and ethically right for me in the situation. So some people might feel comfortable expressing their feelings to him and saying this is how I feel, but I will not have you cheat on your girlfriend to be with me.
She could be, number one, reading too much into it. Number two, if he really wanted to be with her, he would have communicated it.
At Warindi asks, well, she would like advice on helping your partner through their insecurities rather than cancelling the entire relationship.
why would you cancel the relationship in the first place? Because I feel like when two people get into a relationship, they realize that we are two people with insecurities. We both have our downfalls, but we're willing to stick it out and help each other through our insecurities.
I once got dumped because I was too insecure, and you know what, it was okay, because it's like sometimes you have to work through those things yourself, like,
And not put someone else through that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one, asking your partner what their insecurities are and when are those insecurities triggered. Like what are going to be the situations that are going to bring them up most. Figure out what those situations are and talk to your partner about how you can minimize that.
And I think it's also important just to note that it depends on how their insecurities come through, because sometimes people become jealous and controlling because of insecurity, or abusive because of that. And unless it comes to a point where it infringes on your safety and your well-being, then you can help your person. But if it's something toxic like controlling, jealousy, abusive either physically or emotionally or verbally, then cancel that ish, girl. You better cancel that. And just like that, episode 1 of the Ladies Room is a wrap. But let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Hey now, you can play Dr. Love too. Let us know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed and share with a friend, guys. You cannot keep the content to yourself. Otherwise, we will see you again next week. Ladies Room, Ladies Room, Ladies Room.